Hi guys, my name is Rispa and I'm glad to be back. Thank you so much for watching this video. As you can see, our group is called Being Adventist by Isha, and like I've shared before, I'll be sharing a lot about lifestyle, and today I'm going to talk about hair. So in general, my plan is to share a few things here and there about our body health, and I'm going to be covering a lot, different things, and I hope you will learn one or two, three things. Today, what I'm going to talk about is very tricky. I don't know if many people have experienced this, but I know especially ladies have been experiencing it, but you think it's a normal thing, which is not. I of late, I not really of late, some years back, like in 2018, was it 2018 or 2019? I started scratching my head in the middle of my head. I started scratching myself, and I used to scratch myself a lot. So I just didn't understand why. And no, but before that, I used to have dreadlocks. I think back in 2013, 2014. And so I used to go, and when they were making my hair, when they were twisting my dreadlocks, when I there's after they twist your hair, you have to go to the dryer and have your hair dry, like you stay in the dryer for a few minutes so that your hair can dry up. So those days I used to scratch my head. So in my mind, I thought it's it's a thing with the dryer. I wasn't very comfortable. So I didn't take much attention until years later when I decided to cut my hair, which that was back in 2017. I decided to cut my hair. Actually, it was towards end of 2016. I decided to cut my hair and have it short. So for a while, imagine, even after having my hair short, I used to still scratch myself, but I thought it was normal. So I thought maybe it's the sun. When I'm hit by the sun, I feel like scratching myself. Sometimes I thought it's maybe hair products, so I kept changing hair products. Anything, like even hair food, I used to change. And sometimes I used to use this product. I don't know if people know about it. It's called Radiant. I have a tiny one because I don't use it so much. I used to use it to apply on my head, because most people, when I went to ask for advice, most people just said, "Ah, maybe it's dandruff, so just apply this." By the way, this is very good for people who suffer from dandruffs. It's very good, because when you have dandruffs and you feel like stretching your hair a lot and you apply it calms you immediately. It helps a lot. So if you're suffering from that, you can use this product. It's called Radiant, and it's very cheap in the market. Just go and look for this product. It's really good. Yeah, so I used to apply Radiant. Then I feel better for a few minutes or a few days, and then then I go back to scratching myself. Anyway, towards end of 2018, I started growing my hair. I decided, you know what? It's been a long time. It was a span of maybe 1 year and a half, like 6 months. So I said, let me just start growing my hair. So I started to grow my hair, and then when it was a bit longer, up to this height, it got even more intense. The scratching, it was very intense. So one day I went to braid my hair. Actually, it's my cousin who was doing it for me in Nakuru, where I was brought up. And she noticed I didn't have hair in the middle of my head. And she told me, Rispa, there's something wrong. I think you're suffering from a condition called alopecia. And I said, what do you mean? Alopecia? I don't have any condition. I don't suffer from any condition like that. Because I thought it's something intense. Maybe people have strange feelings in the head, or they suffer from something, burns. I don't know. So I told her, no, I don't have any conditions. She said, no, there's a big patch on your head, and it's not very Like, it's not very visible because you have a bit of hair, but I can tell after a while you won't have any hair. I was shocked. I said, oh my God, what do you mean? So I started touching myself. Then I told her, for a very long time, I've been scratching my head. And I've been scratching here, especially this area. And she told me, no, that's the first sign of people who have alopecia. It's nothing serious, but it's not a good thing because it doesn't have cure. So I got afraid, and after a while, I just went back home and started researching and talking and reading about alopecia. I found out alopecia is it's a condition where you start losing your hair in small patches in your head. So if there's anyone who has noticed they continuously scratch their head and they have patches on their heads. For some people it's very severe. You see patches of some patches in their head and there's no hair, completely no hair, like they're bald. There's nothing there. So it's, as long as you're not suffering, it's better to take a step to avoid, to avoid worse damage. So I said, for sure, because I've been scratching my head right here, let me just do something about it. I remember back then she gave me some small tablets and I need to ask her about them. They have they are in a green capsule. It looks like a capsule, but it really isn't. You pop it on the top of it, on the top like this, and then it has oil inside. That is what you apply on your head. So for a while I started applying myself, and then I used to make onion juice. It's very good for people who lose hair, like people who suffer from alopecia. And I used to apply that onion juice or juice on my head. And then for a while I noticed there was just a bit of hair around that area. So I got comfortable, and with time I almost forgot, until in 2020 when the scratching started again. And this time I started scratching myself around this area and at the back of my head. And for sure I noticed I was losing hair, until to a point, let me just share, until to a point I noticed there was a big hole. I don't know if you can see it. There was a big hole in the middle of my head. Right here, there was a big hole. Like there was no hair. I don't know if you can see. No, I've not learned a lot about how to focus on camera. But anyway, I don't have some part of my head right here. There's no hair. And here, there's hair. At the back of my head, there is a bit of hair, but it's not a lot. I can even tell I'm starting to lose a bit of hair. I'll attach a photo so that you can see how severe it is. Like it's just right in the middle of the head. But it wasn't just there. It's only that this part has been affected a lot. But this whole area in the middle of my head, I wasn't, my hair was not growing. Imagine even now as I'm touching my head, I feel like scratching myself. So yeah, so if you notice, this is when my hair is growing back. You see how long my hair is? It's very long. Even the Nini is not serving it justice, but you can see from there my hair is very long. Even on the sides it's the same height. But when you touch the back right here, there is a bit of hair. It's growing from down. I can feel it. It's really growing and I'm happy about it. But I'm struggling a bit to get my hair growing right in the middle of the head. I'll share a photo. But imagine when I started applying a few tips that I read and researched and found out about it, my hair started to grow. You see, right here, there's hair now. I have hair, and back then I didn't have any hair. There's just a very small spot in the middle of the head which I need to work on. But here my hair is growing back, you guys, and I'm so happy about it. I'm actually very glad, because this is it's just good news for me. So for people who suffer from alopecia, please avoid scratching with a brush that has hard bristles. Even combing your hair, you don't comb with strong, like um a hard comb. Just use something soft like this brush. It was gifted to me by my best friend. It's what I use. I also have another one, this tiny one. I use it. It has these bristles are a bit rough compared to this, but they are okay. They are not very harsh that if I comb, that if you know, like the normal comb, the way you comb and it comes out with hair. No, this one is better. So when I feel, you know, sometimes when I spray my hair too much with anything watery, they shrink. You know, the normal African hair, the way it reacts when it touches water, it shrinks. So that's why I use this when my hair is a bit hard. I use this to brush my hair real slow. So also do that so that you avoid hair, like, you know, like your hair coming out when you brush it too hard with a big broom comb. So try brushing your hair like this. It works. It really works. Even my hairline, I lost it a lot when I started putting dreadlocks, but now it's growing back. Like when I even brush it, there's hair. Or when I put what do you call it, gel, you see I have hair now growing back and my hairline is coming back. I'm gonna share a few tips on what I do to keep my hair. Yeah, so please people, ladies, even men, watch out for such. I'm lucky I'm losing hair I started losing hair in the middle of my head and at the back, because it's easy to cover up, because the hair is long. It's easy to cover up, because when I comb my hair and put a bun, it's not easy to notice here. So I'm gonna share a few tips, and these tips have really worked for me. First of all, if you can even take time and read through on Google, just Google about alopecia. Alopecia happens when your immune system attacks your hair follicles. So, and you know, hair follicles are the ones that, you know, that is where your hair starts growing. So when your immune system attacks the hair follicle, you start to lose, like, the hair follicle. When it's attacked, there is no hair comes out. So automatically you won't be growing hair around the area where your immune system has attacked it. So you find that you just suffer from lack of hair. And sometimes some people have big patches to a point they have to cut their hair short, like to just have a bald head. Even men, there's some, in fact, on Google I've seen some have very many patches, several patches on their head to a point where they just cut their hair. I'm actually very lucky. I'm just suffering up here and down here, but I'm working on it and I'm seeing changes. You have seen the hair is growing back. It's only a very small patch. I'll share a photo as we continue so that you see how it has there's a bit of hair, but I know with time it will come back. And sometimes you just lose your hair for years, but it will come back. Funny enough, there is no cure for alopecia. You just have to do your very best to keep your hair growing. Feed it with vitamin E products, conditioners that are good at keeping your hair moisturized. You know, conditioners are very good. They have this acid called aloic acid, which is very good at helping to keep your hair moisturized, and they help to grow your hair. So it's very important to use what I lost track of what I was saying. Anyway, let's start with these first things. There are some oils that are very good for growing your hair. You have to keep your hair, you have to put use products that help your hair to grow and help your hair to keep moisturized. First thing, onion oil. It's very good. It helps to grow your hair. Another thing, coconut oil. Sunflower oil is good. It's not really meant for growing your hair, but it helps to keep your hair moisturized, and it keeps your hair like it keeps your hair moisturized, so it won't go dry to a point where when you comb your hair it automatically comes out. So sunflower is very important. It has that aloeic acid, which is very good at growing hair. And guess what, you don't have to stress yourself looking for these products. Me, I just use what I have, and I'm going to show you how. So sunflower oil, a onion that onion onion juice, it's very good. Actually, you must start with onion juice. It's actually the best for helping for helping your hair grow. And what else? Onion oil, I'll list them down. Onion juice, sunflower oil, even olive oil is very good. What else? I'll share with you. So today I have products here that I use, and I want you to take very good attention, like be attentive. I share this is meant for people who suffer from dandruffs. It helps to keep your hair moisturized, and it helps to avoid hair loss. And then I've been using this olive oil, Palmer's. I don't know if it's still in the market. It helps to grow your hair. It keeps your hair very, very healthy, and the scalp. Remember, to avoid loss of hair or attacks to your hair follicle, the most important thing is to keep your skin moisturized. Your scalp, make sure it is always moisturized. Put oil, apply oil all the time. Coconut oil, very important. Coconut oil, apply olive oil, sunflower oil. All these natural oils are very good. They're very good. And onion juice, very good products in keeping your scalp, like really moisturized. So this is just one oil that I apply on my head. And apart from this, I use the normal ones. You see, even hair food. Apply hair food just to keep your scalp healthy. It's good to keep it moisturized so that you avoid dryness of skin. Even for people who suffer from dandruff, it's very important. And another thing, avoid products with, I don't know if you can see, with sulfate. So like this one has no sulfate, it has no paraben, it has no, but me the most important is sulfate. Avoid products that have sulfate because it affects your head. It really affects your head. So yeah, this is one of the product I use. It's olive oil, very important. If you don't have this, imagine, just go to the shop. You see this extra virgin oils, these olive oils that are sold in the shop, this one, imagine I use this. This is very important. It helps your scalp to stay moisturized, very important. And if you don't have sunflower oil, me personally, I don't know where to get sunflower oil. Guess what I use? This Rinsan, the one for cooking. Yes, Rinsan is a sunflower oil. Imagine, I had never noticed edible sunflower oil. This is what I use on my head. And on my face, I'm going to share about my face next. I'm going to share about my face. You'll be surprised how many hacks we have just around us. You know, sometimes we suffer asking, now where will I get coconut oil? There is coconut oil that is sold in the shop for selling, for cooking. Use that. In fact, they're the best. So this and this, very important. This is hair food, but it's olive oil. It's a Palmer's product. This one is also very good. And then another thing that is very important, conditioner, hair conditioner. I didn't know. You know me, I thought as long as you wash your hair nicely and you put treatment, even leave-in treatment, it's good. But I'm telling you, if you want to avoid breakages, if you want to avoid having dry hair, and you know, just rusty hair, my hair, especially after I removed my dirt, it was very it was brownish, but nowadays I'm telling you, it is completely black, like you see it. Even when I share the photo I want to share you of the middle of my head, you will notice my hair is it's dark and it's growing really fast. So make sure you have all these products and you have conditioner again. So what I do, another thing I forgot to tell you, one other very important product, aloe vera. Aloe vera is very good. You see this aloe vera that you grow outside your compound, take it, remove in fact, one day I'll do it. I'll show you how I do it. I'll show you the whole process, so to mix everything in one container, and then you can be applying oftenly. Aloe vera is really good. You just after you cut it from your small garden, you remove the upper part of you just peel the upper part of the aloe vera, and then the one inside, once you peel the upper part, the green part, you know, the hard part, if you peel it and you remove the juicy part, you know, that part which is a bit slimy, you remove it and you put in a bucket, remove it, put in a small thing like this, and then you boil it really nice, and then mix it with sunflower oil, mix it with olive oil. You don't actually need to buy this whole thing. You can buy the small ones for the sake of mixing it with other things. You mix it nicely, mix with coconut oil. My coconut oil is over, but I can show you another one that I use. Just give me a minute. Sorry, I forgot to bring this one, which is also very important. This coconut oil. Imagine, I don't know if it's for some people, but for me, this topical oil, it helps a lot. So there's a coconut oil that is sold in the shop. I see it in all the supermarkets, Carrefour, Naivas. I see it. It's called, I keep forgetting. When I buy it, I'll share with you. But when you don't have, just substitute with this. It's also a good product, coconut oil, and it's very cheap in the supermarket. Before you get the other ones that are a bit expensive, you can be using this one. Mix all this in one container. See how it looks. It just becomes a heavy mafuta but it's not very heavy. Imagine when you remove it, you can apply it. Just apply it on your skin, on your scalp. Apply it nicely. It really helps to keep your hair healthy and to grow your hair. You see, I have hyperpigmentation on my face, black spots. I'll show you what I'm doing to even here, on my forehead. I'm also working on that, and I'll share with you, and then with time we shall be seeing the progress as time goes by. So make sure to do that. Another thing, if you only have the sunflower oil and this, you can mix it. You know, sometimes what I do in the in this mixture, I put leave-in conditioner. I put leave-in conditioner. You see, leave-in treatment, where is it? I didn't bring it. Oh, here. Is this the one? These are not leave-in. Oh, here. This one. It's leave-in conditioner. Make sure you also have this. It helps to avoid, it's an anti-breakage product. Really good. Olive oil. Very good. Just find a good, and this one is even good. It has tea tree oils and olive oil mixed together. So you can have this and these products which I've shown you, mix them in a bottle like this one, the way I've mixed them here, and then apply it continuously on your head. Do not forget the things I'm sharing with you. Just make sure you have leave-in conditioner in the product. Apply oils, sunflower, olive oil. Apply hair food. If you feel like scratching, apply this. Do it continuously. Don't just do it once a month the way I used to do it. You know, I used to have very nice hair and my hair was very like healthy, so I really didn't take much attention. I just used to wash my hair with shampoo and that's it. I apply olive oil, the normal hair food, and that's it, until I started suffering from alopecia. And then another thing, when you're washing your hair, please, I know it can seem like it's a lot of work, but it's not. Look for a conditioner. Personally, I use Cantu. This Cantu product is really good. Use this shampoo. It is non-sulfate. You see, it's indicated here, sulfate free. Use sulfate-free products so that you avoid breakage of hair. This is shampoo. Make sure you wash with shampoo. You can even do it in the house. You know, sometimes they don't do it so well in the salon. Just take time on a Sunday, on your free time, and wash your hair. Then cream conditioner. Make sure you wash with conditioner, and when you wash with conditioner, you don't wash it off immediately the way we do it with shampoo. No, just make sure you clean it nicely, and then you wait for a few minutes for it to, like soak into your hair, and then you can wash it. And then after that, you apply leave-in conditioner before you blow dry, so that you avoid breakages when you blow dry your hair. Another thing, if you can avoid going for blow dry many times. It really breaks your hair. I never knew about this until recently when I started taking attention of my hair. But anyway, I thank God at least my hair is back and it's slowly, like being healthy. Another thing is leave-in treatment. I have seen conditioners that are treatment, like deep conditioner treatment. That is enough, but feel free to add some more. You see, like this is daily treatment leave-in conditioner, which is good. But sometimes when I travel, I carry a product. This one is, I carry something small if I don't have to carry all this big thing. So what I do, I take sometimes I take a bit of this, I put in a small bottle, and then this one, I just found out about it and it's really nice. It's nice and lovely. Imagine, don't restrict yourself to big brands at CG Palmer's, CG Cantu, CG which other ones. No. CG, I hope for those who don't know English, I'm sorry. It's just a word we use when we are talking. It's a Swahili word. This is leave-in treatment. Apply this before you blow dry your hair. And me, I want to shop for a blow dry so that I can be doing it just to straighten my hair and keep it, to avoid it being too kinky. Sometimes it's hard to style it, to comb it. So to avoid it being too kinky, after using the Cantu products are really good, by the way, because they are sulfate free. And if I put, after putting leave-in conditioner and putting leave-in treatment, these ones are very good because I put it in my bag. When I go to or when I go to Shags or anywhere else, I just apply it before I do anything to my hair after washing. These products, if you consider doing all these things, I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Sometimes this is another bottle, and me, I don't have to go to Miniso to look for bottles when I've been buying things. And these bottles, instead of throwing them, for those who feel like it's a bit too expensive, or they just don't want to go out of their way to look for these things, spray bottles and all, just use a product that is in your house. You see, like this one was a completely different product. This is meant for, it's a body lotion and face lotion. I'll talk about emollients another day. This is also, you can use these products. You see, I mixed aloe vera, olive oil, sunflower oil. I put all of it inside here. And that is what I apply on my head, because coconut oil is inside here. Those ones tend to, coconut oil and aloe vera, they tend to be a bit solid. That's why I use this. But if you only want to use olive oil, or if that is what you have currently, olive oil and sunflower oil. I had put a bit of coconut oil. That's why you feel there's a bit of hard particles inside. That's coconut oil. So I just simply put olive oil, a little bit of water, and sunflower oil, and then I spray my head. I spray those places that I feel. So I do it on the whole, on my full head, but for purposes of this video, I won't go deep into. It's not coming out, but yeah. So I apply. Oh, good. I apply on my head. I rub it on my head, and voila. Castor oil is really good also. I want to, it helps in hair growth. I also want to buy castor oil. One day I'll do a haul of all those products after I buy them. Yeah. Castor oil, also very good. Castor oil, sunflower oil, olive oil, onion juice. I'll show you how to make it. Aloe vera, very important. They help your hair. Mimi, if I ignored my hair for one more year, I would be bald. Here, right here in the middle of my head, I would be bald, and at the back of my head, I would have no hair completely. Even my hairline now is when it's growing back. I know you can't see it clearly, but with time, I'll keep showing you the progress. Yeah, so that is what I wanted to share for today. And don't forget about the brushes. If you suffer from hair loss, or you feel like when you comb your hair, a lot of hair comes out, it's because you're using something harsh to comb your hair. Just use a brush. After you finish blow drying or making your hair, applying oil, just use a brush to comb it nicely. Imagine your hair doesn't fall, and if there is, it's very little hair that comes out. Yeah, so don't forget this and the products. I will give all the details in the description box. I'll indicate all the products that I'm using, and I hope it helps you. So that is it for today. Please like, share, and subscribe. I really need us to grow as a community so that we help each other. And if you feel like you have anything more to share, please just comment on the comment section, and I'll take I'll take I'll see I'll we can I'll take your tips. I'll use your tips. Yeah, that is it for now. I really appreciate your patience. If you have listened this far, then I really appreciate. May God bless you. Yeah, that is it for now. Thank you so much. Remember to always put God first in everything. Pray at all times and surrender everything to God, and everything will happen according to God's will. I love you. Bye.